Let me guess, college?
Nah, 30s. What the hell's going on?
I'll explain in a moment. Have a seat. Okay. That's to be expected. Okay. Mr.
Blakely. Roger Blakely.
Roger Blakely. Mr. Blakely. May I call you Roger?
Yeah, sure.
Well, Roger, the long and the short of it is, you're dead.
Dead?
Dead. Yeah, oh, and cause of death. Oh, car crash. Oh.
Car crash. Wait, yeah, the last thing I remember, I was in this intersection and there's big ass tractor trailer. And, you know, I had the right of way and...
You did?
Yeah.
Huh.
And he was making this left turn or something and...
Wow. Well, at least you're right.
Thank you.
De nada. All right, well, how about we move on to some different topics, shall we?
Yeah, wait, I'm sorry. I'm still not wrapping my head around this. I'm dead?
Yeah, I imagine it's going to be quite a shock when it first happens. Why don't you sit there for a minute? Breathe.
How can I breathe if I'm dead?
Well, if you hadn't noticed, we recreated your body in its original state and in a familiar place. I mean, you wouldn't have wanted your body as it was when it was pulled out of that car.
Yeah, I guess not. Oh, God.
Is that a Hall & Oates poster?
Oh, God, no.
Roger.
What about Ellie?
Ellie.
My wife, my kids. I've got 3 kids.
Oh. Well, did you have life insurance?
Yeah.
Oh, well, then I'll be fine.
They'll be... No. Ellie, my babies, they're going to be so sad.
At first, sure, but then they'll get over it. Your wife will probably get married again in a couple of years. Is that signed?
Yeah. Really?
Yes. Oh, to a man who makes a considerably higher salary than you do. Oh, I don't think you need to worry about your family.
Great.
Wow. You can introduce her to all sorts of stuff. Oh, I've always wanted to try that. Apologies, Mr. Blakely, Roger. Okay, let's talk about you. Now, I imagine you have some idea about how things are supposed to be here in what you would call the afterlife.
Not really. I'm not very religious.
You'd be surprised what we consider religious. Now, there's a commonly held notion kicking around in the mortal world that after you leave that particular plane, you're subject to an evaluation.
An evaluation?
Yeah, and that actually happens to be true. And if you're deemed worthy, then you get to ascend to the blessed kingdom, spend the rest of eternity in bliss.
And if I'm not so worthy?
Well, then you go to another destination where things are not quite so blissful.
I see.
And that's what I'm here for, to evaluate you.
Uh-huh. So how does this evaluation work?
Well, basically, we go through some key incidents in your life, and for each incident, there's a level of what we call ethical value, which can either be positive or negative, and then through the examination and assessment of those values, we calculate an aggregate that represents your essential ethicality. Got it?
I guess. No.
Okay, we'll keep it simple. Okay, now let's say for every incident in your life that reflects well on you, you get a happy face. Okay, now for every instant that does not, shall we say, do you any credit, you get a little frowny face.
So...
Hold on a second. Ew! Fuck! Well, that's better. Okay, you ready to get started?
Yeah.
Are you sure you don't need a break or something?
No. Let's get going. Let's get this over with.
Okay, let's do it. You sure seem confident.
Well, always been a pretty decent person. I mean, no, not perfect, but...
Who is?
Exactly.
Okay, let's start. Incident, 14th of July, 2006.
2006?
That's right.
Should we be starting a little bit earlier?
No.
Like, from my childhood?
No.
Okay.
Okay, 14th of July, 2006. While driving your Mazda Protege down 23rd Street in Manhattan, you cut off a taxi cab at a stoplight just as it was turning red. Now, you sped on, but the cab had to stop. The passenger in that cab was Hideo Takishima. He was on his way to LaGuardia Airport to catch a flight back to Kyoto after his 2-week vacation with the family. Now, because of this delay, Mr. Takishima missed the flight. Had to wait 3 hours to catch another plane.
So, did the plane that he caught, did it crash or something?
No.
Did something bad happen because he didn't get home in time?
Actually, due to good tailwinds, he was able to get back to San Francisco in time to catch the originally scheduled connection back to Japan, so ultimately he wasn't delayed at all.
Okay.
However, because of your actions, he did suffer a little stress and inconvenience.
Okay, Mr. What do I call you? What do you go by? Oh, Jesus. Okay, sir. This seems like it's not much of a serious flaw. I caused the guy a little bit of inconvenience. That's the worst thing that you could say about me?
Well, it is a strike against you. One frowny face.
Pretty minor strike.
Fair enough. So, how's this? For a small misdeed, you get a small frowny face.
Okay, fine. Let's move on. What's next?
Well, let's see. Nothing.
What?
I'm sorry. I shouldn't generalize. This is the only thing in your life that matters to us.
Well, what are you? Are you crazy? I'm married. I have 3 kids. I spend 1 week in Branson, Missouri, and this is the only thing in my life that matters? This is insane. I've done a lot of really great things in my life. I've done a lot of worse things than cut somebody off in traffic and inconvenience them.
Not just somebody. You cut off Hideo Takishima.
And he's somehow important?
Well, of course, he's the object of the universe.
Say that again.
He's the reason the universe exists. The reason it was created 12 billion years ago was to have a place for Hideo Takishima to live. In fact, the only reason you exist at all is because there needed to be a populated world for him to be born in and live on.
Wait, I don't understand. Why is this guy so special?
He's special because the universe was created for him. Are you even listening?
So you're saying that the sole purpose of this evaluation is whether or not I've made his life better or worse?
That's it. You got it. Exactly.
This is ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
Yeah. There are billions of people on this planet. Are you telling me that none of them are as important as this Takashima guy?
No.
I have been on this planet for 45 years. Okay? I have interacted with thousands of people. I've affected their lives and they've affected my life. Out of all these interactions, The only one that matters is the one that with the guy that I've never even laid eyes on?
Yes.
That's pretty messed up. So what you're saying that everything else that I did in my life was meaningless?
I wouldn't say meaningless. I mean, obviously the things you've done in your life have great meaning to your friends and your family, but as far as we, the evaluators, are concerned, it's irrelevant. See, you made Mr. Takishima's life a little bit worse. Not much. It was something he got over really quickly, but it was enough. And you never did anything to balance out the scales, to make his life a little bit better.
You mean I'm going to hell?
Oh, we do not like to use the word hell. Conjures up images that just don't match the reality. There's no real torment there. There's just,
What?
well, there's not much of anything, really.
You know, this isn't fair. I'm being judged by a standard of morality I wasn't even aware of. I didn't even know that this guy existed.
No, it isn't fair. But life, as I'm sure you've heard, isn't fair. And, as it happens, neither is death. However, if you like, you can make a defense.
A defense?
Certainly. If there's anything you've done to make Mr. Takishima's life better, then you can weigh it against the harm you've done.
Well, let me think. I mean, maybe there's something I've done for him indirectly that might have made his life better.
Could be.
I recycle.
Recycle.
Yeah, I've always been really good about it. My whole life. Paper, plastic.
That's good.
I gave to the Sierra Club.
Uh-huh.
I gave, not a lot, a little, as much as I can afford, but to make Mr. Takashima's life better.
Well, it's very commendable behavior, Roger. Kudos to you.
Thank you.
Unfortunately, that's a fairly indirect benefit to Mr. Takishima. Now, even if you added all that up, you get a little happy face. Now, compared to what you did to him directly, it's just not enough.
Well, maybe there's something else.
No, there isn't.
Are you sure?
Yeah. If there were, we would already know.
And what was the point of the defense?
And there isn't one really, but you do have the right to make it.
Oh.
So, I'm sorry to say you will not be going to the happy place. But you've been such a super good sport about all this, so here. This is George, and when things get a little rough, just give him a squeeze. You'll feel a lot better.
Okay.
Okay. All right, there you go. Just right through there. All right. Nice guy. Really nice guy. Next, please.